having really come of age in the 90s, I have my personal opinions of the greatest of all time, but for purposes of this, I'm not going to get into the LeBron, MJ, Kobe debate, other than to say, talent only gets you so far. We know Kobe talks about how important it was to be at 4 a.m. practices every single day, getting in extra work. Picasso didn't just become a master when he was born and the first time he picked up a paintbrush. There are so few people throughout human history who are just that talented that it took no work to become great. But we know an idea made popular by Malcolm Gladwell and the idea of 10,000 hours, that talent gets you so far, but it is the work. It's the tending to that talent that brings you from good to great to excellence to best of all time. And in order to tend to that talent, you also need a plan. In this week's Parshat Miketz, this is when Joseph makes the transition. Up until now, everything that has happened to him has been passive. He receives dreams. Sure, he interprets them, but he doesn't do anything with those dreams. He receives the love and admiration from his father. He receives all of these other circumstances around him because he's a talented guy. There's no question. But it's not until last week's Parsha when he's sitting in jail and he realizes, if I don't do something about this, I'm never going to get out of here. This week, Miketz is when he really puts that principle into action. He knows that the interpretation of his original dreams is going to come to fruition, but now he realizes he's got to act to do something about it. So when Pharaoh asks for an interpretation of the dreams, he doesn't just tell him what they mean. He tells him what they mean with an actionable plan. What is he going to do with that interpretation? And it's that action, it's that tending, it's that bringing talent plus work that makes Joseph into the leader he needs to be in order to then fulfill the prophecies and become one of the greatest leaders of all time. So this week, as we head into Shabbat, let's think about what is the work that we're going to do? How are we going to tend to our relationships, to our talents, to our goals and aspirations, and work towards that every single day? Shabbat Shalom.